start practicing now.
Okay. Never done this before.
Hi guys, it's Eric.
And Adam.
And welcome to McBaby Monday! McBaby Monday! McBaby Monday! It's McBaby Monday! Happy Monday!
Yay!
Today is going to be a little bit of an update on our Skype session with the infamous Dr. Park.
Yes, that was a really big gasp of air in. You were like,
because in case I gave it away, it was a really good call.
Yeah, it was wonderful. She was super nice, super lovely, super sweet, super knowledgeable. She was really easy to talk to. She's very pretty.
She's all those things and more.
Yeah.
It was just a really good call. From the moment that she popped up on the screen, I was like, we're going to like her.
After the call, I ended up texting one of my besties, and I was like, Eric's divorcing me to go be with Dr. Park, so yay.
So Dr. Park gave us a lot to think about, a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
Some things we were like, wow.
Yeah, I learned what a vagina was. Like, I know what a vagina is, but...
I'm sorry.
We didn't have sex education at my high school.
She had diagrams, and she was like, "This."
Yeah, I got to see one, and I've never seen one in real life.
And you go over to the fallopian tubes and down. Yeah, I haven't seen this since 6th grade.
So it's like the warmer, and then the curvy part, and then the
fallopian tubes.
And then yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh no. And we told her about what we're doing here with our YouTube channel, and that we're trying to let people know what the process is like, what to expect, and she was really excited about it. There were a lot of people that she has met and come into contact with that has no idea what to expect.
And she was all about educating anyone that didn't know, all that stuff, so she was really excited that we were documenting our whole process into fatherhood.
Yeah. She talked about the preparation that we have to do. She described what we had to go through as far as getting our semen analysis, making sure that everything was okay. And then she was going to have a separate Skype call with the egg donor and a separate Skype call with the surrogate, just so that they would be free to talk freely, basically.
Freedom!
She wanted to make sure that they were viable candidates and that they knew exactly what they were getting into, which is completely understandable.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If everybody's good to go, then the next step is to...
impregnate.
Just jumping right there. No, the next step is to test both of them. They talked about genetic testing. So there are 2 types of genetic testings that you can do. There's the genetic testing that does like the 5 main genetic problems that may happen with having a baby, and then there's an additional 250
it's like
problems and issues that you may have. So we have to decide whether we want to do just the 5 or the 250.
Because if
we carry that in our genetics,
right, then the egg donor would have to get tested for that. Because if we have it and the egg donor does as well, then the baby will have it. So,
but if one of us has it and one of us doesn't, then we don't got to worry about it.
The more you do, the more chance that they'll find something, and that the egg donor would have to get tested to see if both carriers have it and all that. So. And then the other one is PGS, right?
Yeah, so that is a completely separate thing. So basically we do that genetic testing, everything goes right, we implant, the embryos, and then on day 5 of the embryo sitting in their little petri dish, basically cooking away outside of the body, they can do the PGS test, which the PGS test is a chromosomal testing to make sure that all the chromosomes there are there.
Yeah.
Basically, because they said 80% of most miscarriages are because the embryo doesn't have all the chromosomes, which that was really interesting information. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But the other really cool thing that we didn't know that we were like, wait, what? Was that testing, the chromosomal testing, is actually, you can pick the sex of your baby too. And we were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait. Which totally makes sense because the sex of the baby is based on chromosomes, the X, Y chromosome. But the catch is that testing is an additional $4,200.
Mm-hmm. Most people don't get to pick their sex for their child. There's so much to think about. Like, do you do all the genetic testing thing to see if you have 250 problems? Do you do the chromosome thing to see if they have enough chromosomes? But then by doing that testing, you could end up harming the embryo.
There's a 5% chance of actually affecting the actual embryo because they remove a microscopic portion of the embryo.
Placenta.
So
the outside?
The outside, yeah. Dr. Park said chances are of something going wrong with the chromosomes is very, very low. So
I wonder if my parents did that with me.
Probably not because
it was in 1912. So.
Well, and this is only before it's implanted in the body, and you were in IVF.
Oh, duh.
So
yeah, my parents had fun one night, and yeah,
$4,200 is a lot of money.
Yeah,
and we don't necessarily need to know all that knowledge.
No.
So much to think about.
And on top of that, next week we have to go splurge in a cup to figure out if our spermicides are healthy and viable, doable.
Next week? This week.
Oh my God, this week.
Friday.
And that's freaking me out because I'm a very private person. I don't use urinals when I go to the bathroom. Like, I have to go into a stall. Granted, you splurge in your own bathroom with the door closed, but I'm just worried that people are going to be outside the door listening. I'm like, can I have my own building?
The cup on the door.
That's what I'm thinking.
Dr. Park said make sure you are aware of how much time that takes for your testing, because on the day of, literally, you have to do it on the spot and you have to do it within an hour.
I'm just like, oh my God, no, so much pressure. I gotta be a volcano and I have to erupt in an hour or less. Like all these analogies.
An hour or less.
An hour's a really long time.
A long time.
Oh my God, your hand would fall off.
If you're in there for an hour,
both your hands would fall off. You'd be like, are you dead?
So our appointment's on the same day, but we will clearly not be able to do it together. It has to be separate.
Or does it?
Alec! Hello, Alec. Can you help me? Sure. Yay! Can't wait for that. Another tidbit of information that she gave us was that the chances of, any embryo, the chances of it sticking and becoming a positive pregnancy is 70 to 80%, which is fantastic. If we both implant 1 and 1, there is a 40 to 50% chance that both will stick.
Uh-huh.
But if you flip it, that means there is a 50 to 60% that only 1 will stick. So that is another conversation that we have been having. Whether or not do we want to implant 1? Do we want to implant 2? How do we want to do it? Do we want to do 1 at a time? Because we can freeze the embryos as well and keep them for over time in case we want to, just have 1 this time and then in the future have another one. But will we have that chance? And there's so many questions, and you don't want to make the wrong decision, but then you're like, what is the wrong decision? And there is no wrong decision. It's whatever you make of it, but there's just lots of thinking going on. And
there's all these percentages and risks, and then all these numbers and decisions to be made, and then you have to, on top of that, splurge in a cup in less than an hour.
It's like his biggest thing
Well,
right
that's
now.
the next thing for us is to splurge.
Yeah.
So,
It is.
yes, it's on my mind.
Highlights? That's going to make us splurge? Is Highlights the magazine?
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
The ones where it's like, what's different between these two pictures? And they always have that in highlights.
Yeah, but that's not going to make me splurge.
So you say splooge?
Yeah.
I say splurge. Team splurge.
Splurge. Comment down below. Splurge or splooge?
Are you team splurge or team splooge?
Dr. Park also informed us that because our egg donor is up here in LA and their center is down in San Diego, that they're actually going to give us a $1,000 credit because they suggest that the egg donor actually they basically, during the 10 days prior to the extract of the eggs, they have to, every other day, have blood tests and have ultrasounds. And so driving to San Diego and back is just a lot, so she's going to have outside care, hopefully more locally. So they're going to give us credit to basically put towards that center of where she ever goes. Where she ever goes?
Where she
Wherever
ever goes. Brothel? What's a brothel?
A brothel? That is not where we want to send an egg donor.
What is a brothel?
A brothel is
Do they
basically
serve
where
broth to
you
everybody?
can. Yes. Toasty, warm broth.
Oh.
No, brothel is where you go to.
Are there like milkmaids there?
There's like ladies there too.
Oh my gosh, it's like sexual.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, thanks me.
Such a fun!
Such a fun!
To summarize, we are really happy with our Skype conversation with Dr. Park. We're really excited to be moving forward with her through this process. So, yeah, there's a lot to think about, lots of decisions to be made, and all these percentages and risk factors to take into account. And we have to splurge into a cup. But other than that, we're great.
If you like what you watched today and you thought it was super informative, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below if you have any questions for us. And we just want to say that we're sorry and apologize for last Wednesday because we were unable to post a video. Our computer was in computer hospital, which was really sad.
Yeah.
But make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates and whatnot.
Yeah, new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yay!
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
3,